Hey everyone, it's Pastor Troy here. We're a couple days after Easter, and I don't know about you, but so much energy from my end goes into trying to make Easter special that the days afterwards often feel a little bit different. They feel like we're trying to understand what the meaning of all of this really is for ourselves. And we're not alone in that. Scripture tells us that though all the people around Jesus were trying to figure out what this new thing was, that Jesus was raised from the dead, how do we explain this to people? And there's this great story in Luke chapter 24, known as the Walk to Emmaus, in which two of Jesus' disciples are walking away from Jerusalem and trying to figure out what in the world is actually going on for them and what it means for them. And the resurrected Jesus comes alongside and walks with them. They don't recognize who Jesus is, and this road from Jerusalem to Emmaus is about 7 miles long. So it's almost a 2-hour walk for them. And Jesus takes these 2 hours and points out the scriptures about what was supposed to happen and how it has happened and what the resurrection now means and how it's always been talked about. And still, these two disciples don't know who Jesus is and don't understand what's going on. But they invite Jesus to stay with them for dinner, and he takes bread just like we do at communion, and when he breaks it open, it is in that moment, as though the scales fall from their eyes like Paul, that they begin to see all of who Jesus is. If you are someone who goes to First Pres, you often hear me say that at the beginning of communion, that it is in the breaking of bread that we come to see Jesus in a new and a different way. And from that moment on, in sharing that meal with Jesus, everything that he explained to them on the road started to make sense. And they got so excited about it, they headed back to Jerusalem. In fact, they ran another 7 miles to get back and to share this good news with the other disciples who had also experienced some interesting and mysterious things in that day. And so my encouragement to you today is this. I hope that you are seeking to meet Jesus in new ways, and that you are hoping to be surprised by encountering him in perhaps new people or new situations. In this really disruptive time, may you have eyes to see that Jesus is still at work in our midst, that God is creating things that are new among us. Sometimes it's in the breaking of bread. Sometimes it's in a devotional like this. Sometimes it comes from a very unexpected place. Be on the lookout for the resurrected Christ in your world. My friends, I miss you. I hope you are well, and I'll talk to you again soon.